Hey everybody, Coffee and Chaos here with a fresh cup of coffee and a fresh episode. I am so excited to jump into this. It's been a couple weeks since I've actually been able to touch Anno, and we're here at Fuerte Augustine. So I've had a little bit of time away from the game. I was a little burnt out for a little bit because I'd played for so long, not just on the recordings, but beforehand I had quite a few hours in the game, and needed to take just a little step away, just a little break. And while I was gone, I didn't waste that time. I spent a lot of time thinking about what we were going to do next. And I think it's definitely high time that we really dive in and unlock the power of the Hacienda. But more so than that, I think that I'm going through a bit of a shift, a bit of a paradigm shift, I guess you could say, in my philosophy for how I want to organize goods. Fuerte Augustine is still going to be our central sort of collection point, our central point where we bring everything in. But I've had some time where I realized when you're looking at these Hacienda farms, you can really unlock a lot of potential to supply your people. So we're going to see what we can do on an island by island basis to try and support local populations as much as possible. Now, Punto Azul. Also, the other thing I want to try doing, in a previous episode, I did spend a lot of time setting up the movement of fried plantains from island to island, and I'm kind of thinking better of that now. I'm thinking I might move more towards, rather than shifting lots and lots of fried plantains and alpaca wool and stuff around, doing the alpaca wool more locally per island. Because we now have the ability to grow corn everywhere and support all of the alpaca farms, all of the cattle farms, and not have to worry about supplying those silos. Obviously, you need the silos from Bright Harvest to make things more efficient. So, want to kind of look at that, maybe do a slightly more efficient route. Maybe something where it's like we pick up plantains here and here, drop some off there, pick up whatever's left, and take it to Fuerte Augustine, and do a similar thing here, and then just bring some in here and here. So that way you have a constant flow with 1, 2, 3, 4 routes instead of 7 routes. So we might look at that. Need to get a population started here at Punto Azul. And I think this is going to be our focal point for this episode. We want to go ahead and start working on this island. The other thing that's going to be a focus of the next several episodes, I think we really need to look at Crown Falls, start building our population here. Now that we're at peace and we're starting to get control, I definitely want to spend some time here in Crown Falls actually building our true capital. So that's going to be a big goal that we're going to work on. So, New World, unlocking the potential here, unlocking our oil, starting to export that. I'm thinking that we might... Well, I'm kind of going back and forth of, like, how to balance my population on the islands now that we have these Jornalero and Obrero residences with the Hacienda. I'm thinking that on smaller islands, if we can build the population up and do it locally, that could make a lot of sense. Like you see here, our Jornaleros are actually built up now to where they can finally take ponchos, start getting some numbers up, start bumping out the radius on the Hacienda. If you could bulk out the radius on a Hacienda on a small island like this, I think that could actually make a big difference in how much population density you could have on these small islands. For example, having Obreros to tap into all of these gold deposits and to tap into the clay pits. So that's a thing. I don't know all the particulars yet. I'm kind of working this out as we go. But I'm moving more towards doing local production as opposed to having everything on a single island exporting out everywhere else. So we'll see how that works out. For now, see if I can find the right island. Let's take a look at Punto Azul and start laying out our roadwork. Now, obviously, we're going to need to leave some space because we need to be able to move our gas, our oil. So I'm going to do like 5 tiles there. You've got 3 tiles in between. So maybe we do move that out a little bit. Run a road out here. Great. So that is going to take up a little bit of the radius, but that's all right. Later on, as we start to build this up, we'll probably start deleting some of the roads and replacing it with the brick paveways or the brick roads. So let's get our Hacienda started.
More beautiful.
Right off the bat, we get that boost in attractiveness. And I think for the policy here,
your leadership.
we're going to go with dietary education. So, and right here, I think I'm going to end up having a small town. We'll start bulking out some residences here. And I'd actually like to go ahead and have the marketplace right by the port. The other thing I want to start getting away from is my islands have been very cookie cutter so far. So I'd like to start moving out and expanding into some different residential styles. Just start blocking things out in different ways, leaving gaps. Maybe we'll find a few different ways to start laying out our city. And we are already out of wood, so...
Ready for a challenge.
That sucks. Let's drop that off. Force it to drop off faster. Something else I might actually do, while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and get a lumberjack started here. We'll have some local wood production. We're probably going to bounce between all of our different islands. And we do have enough fried plantains to get started, so that's good. So, Hacienda. Your first job. I need a Hacienda farm. We'll put it there for now. You're going to give us corn. And... Alright, that's not too bad. And we need another Hacienda farm. And your life's work is going to be... Well, first things first, I need wood. Fast forward for a moment.
Ready for assignment.
In fact, I might leave things on fast forward, just as we get everything built up.
You reached a new milestone.
We'll set you to sugarcane. And we'll make use of the corn to get an alpaca farm. I think I'll put it right here. And I'd like to go ahead and place the silo. Excellent.
Just say the
Oh, look at
word.
that. Already got some wood. And what else do we need? Need a rum distillery.
This fire has ended.
And we'll get some more wood.
Your harbor is under attack.
So there you have it. We got sugarcane going across. We're going to have wood coming from the woodcutter's hut. And we've got corn going to our alpaca farm. All of this placement is going to be temporary. We will beautify this as we go, obviously. What else do we need next?
Thank you. Honest.
Well, we got our first rum. That will satisfy their needs, give us more income, and suddenly this island is profitable. Let's check our needs right now. Oh, that's the other thing. Need a poncho darner. Now, we do have ponchos being delivered. However, like I said, I wanted this to be local. And the overall theory is, rather than having ships going from the central island to each island delivering stuff, we're going to have a very, very small excess of fried plantains, rum, ponchos, the whole works. And all of that is going to flow back to Fuerte Augustine. And Fuerte Augustine, whenever it gets a massive load, will ship that out to, say, the Old World, or say to Cape Trelawney. And those excess goods can be traded at the docklands for something else. Or some of those goods can be sold locally. Like, if we befriend Jean LaFortune, I can sell him extra rum. I can sell the extra fried plantains to Isabel Sarmento. Ponchos could go to the Old World and be traded. Schnapps I could send to the Old World because it has a use in the Arctic as well.
A ship was destroyed.
What now? Oh! Oops, wrong button.
Ship under attack.
Slow things down for a moment. Wrong button. Stop hitting all the wrong buttons and get a ceasefire. Are you good now?
Call that a storm. Why?
Yeah, ceasefire.
It's rare we leave any alive.
Well, that was fun.
Ready the ropes?
And you were escorting them too. What did we lose? Oh my gosh, you had... Oh.
Coordinates plotted.
Hang on. I want you to pick those up. What did you have? Ah, that was one of my construction ships. Let's see. You. Get rid of that, and we will add... Oh, wow. Do we not have any in the Old World? Nope. We'll fix that. And you, what's the deal with this? I don't remember what I was doing with my cotton fabric.
New orders.
Obviously, I'm going to need to get it back. Wow, you took some hits. You don't have a bow, sir. Let's get you back. This other vessel, though. This had brewers and whatnot. I think I was sending you to Coffea.
Halyard, sheets and braces.
You have rum and a random lady.
I am humbled.
Oh, good. We needed rum. Yeah, let's just go ahead and bring you back.
Keep her constant.
Already, we're at the start of the game and we're already being derailed. I hate when that happens. We need to work on fur coats for our artisans to get them unlocked. And then eventually we need university. So, we have a lot of things that we could do to our population here. How are we looking on farmers? We've got 1,500 farmers here. Make that 1,300. But we're using 1,350 jobs, so we're even digging into the balance. You know, I think this is going to be a similar thing. I think we'll be able to start digging into supplying things locally. Because I'm probably making... Oh, no, I'm making schnapps locally here. So I was doing some of that idea. Shipping the raw goods. Yeah, I just need to fine-tune my overall logistics strategy.
Please, couldn't muck me out, could you?
Find your pigs. Do a quick quest. Where are the rest of your pigs?
Up with a lark this morning, I was.
She better give me something good. Could they be anywhere in town or just there? Oh, anywhere in town.
I wish I'd a goose for your kindness.
All of that for 5 tons of sausage. Ah, that was a waste. So, let's see. Going back to the New World. Wrong port. So, already, we're ready to start upgrading. So, I think I will. We still have Yornaleros left over.
I dreamed of this.
And we're still providing enough to everybody. So what do you need now? They're already ready for me to give them a boxing arena. What else? They're ready for tortillas and for coffee. So let's take a peek at our tortillas. Tortilla maker. And how often do you produce? So I could actually have 2 Hacienda farms. Now, that being said, we could make this a little bit more efficient. Let's move some of this for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and delete some fields. Copy you, and it fits perfectly. Oh, man. Sometimes you just can't script this stuff. It just works out just the way you want. You know, I would like to get one more. Oh, I'm actually not going to be able to. That's fine. Let's go ahead and run our crop fields over this way. And we'll do the same thing with you. Aw, isn't that lovely? So, we've done all of that. Now we need our cattle farm. But the great thing is, we can drop a cattle farm here. And let's grab a silo. And I'm going to need to move some of this stuff a little bit. Now, I've had a pattern in the past that I've used.
The land has to be
Let's
prepared.
see. Ah, yes, like this.
But where
Is that how I used to do it? Well, you know what? That's how we're going to do it now. Grab the entire cattle farm. And we're going to add a road here. There you have it. So now this should supply, after it gets a silo, every 30 seconds.
There must be input for...
And then
I
we will
can
have our
teach you how it
tortilla
works.
maker. Let's move it across there. Will you be able to produce? Okay. So making 2 tons of tortillas is actually not bad. Now, coffee is the next thing that they're going to want here. The good news is we can already supply that. So, you know what? Let's just do that right here. We're wasting no time in this episode if we can get away with it. Because these supply every minute, but you can supply every 30 seconds. What else do we need? Well, we're going to have plenty of extra coffee. We're still at a net positive. After that, it's going to be bombins. Which... having our alpaca farm, I think we can go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, so we should be able to get a... oh, can you grow cotton? Okay, no cotton. I would like to break over there. And we are getting low on jornaleros. So let's actually just expand the town. We are going to keep things very dense. We'll try and leave some space here and there. There we go. So, a few more jornaleros. We're gonna need more ponchos. Let's go with what we have for just a moment. Although, I could have another alpaca farm. The problem is, I just wish I had an unlimited supply of wood to keep building larger and larger as we go. Which island has all of the obreros? Is it Fuerte Augustine? It's Puerto Vacas, isn't it? No? Is that overall obreros? That's overall population on all the islands. Oh. I didn't realize that. So, we're actually not that far. In fact, if I were to just do a little... boop. Suddenly, we've unlocked everything. Including bigger, better ports. Ooh, that's actually really nice. We don't have steel and windows coming in from the New World.
Good and ready.
Can we make that happen? Go from here to the New World. And let's look at construction material. Steel, steel, windows, and windows. I find that highly acceptable. Wait, what? Did we... Oh, that's right. We had it set up from Luros Kaidos because it's closer. I think eventually I will turn that into a trade hub, but I'm not ready to spend that time on that island just yet. So we'll let that go for just a little bit. In the meantime, having that vessel out there to go ahead and start will be helpful. Now, wrong island, Punto Azul. I keep wanting to look at the corner island. So we're already getting up to Hacienda radius of 30. I'm thinking we might move this caddy corner.
All I want is peace.
No, no, no. I don't...
Ceasefire has ended.
Okay, you... Being in an alliance with you is
We
dangerous.
all like to be on our own sometime.
Yes, I very much like to be on my own, because
You've even
you are
convinced
trouble.
the board.
Non-aggression pact?
Told you I was stubborn.
Eh. What about you? Potentially.
No dice.
Alright, you don't want to trade with me.
I pride myself on that good grace. How could I possibly refuse?
How about now will you trade with me? Nah, not quite. And can I make you like me?
Oh, and while we're there,
Apparently not.
fine. We'll top up.
One final look.
Oh, what's
because
wrong with
everyone
you?
knows pirates like doubloons.
Alright, we were able to bump up our reputation with her. So, could have been a lot worse. We made her like us a little bit.
You gained an influence bonus.
We've got tortillas on the way. Right? Are we good on tortillas? Yeah, we're fine on tortillas. Everybody loves tortillas. It's just
The
they're
cherry
taking a
atop
while
our
to be
beautiful
fully
French
satisfied. We're 15 obreros short.
You reached a new milestone.
Fixed it. Now, let's get a Bombin Weaver. I think I want to go ahead and start moving across. Whoops. Alright, that's our bridge across, so we can still get our oil out. And I think I'll go ahead and end that road there. Do we have more oil here? Yes, we do. I'm going to plan for the railway to kind of snake over through here. It's probably going to be the best bet. Now, the Bombin Weaver, we're probably going to need another alpaca farm. Got a felt producer there. Cotton mill there. Let's get 2 cotton plantations. Let's do that. Actually... There we go. Move it across the way. And we can go ahead and put you there. Keep building out fields. Go all the way. Perfect.
Still waiting for it to arrive.
So we'll be able to feed the cotton mill once we have the cotton going and the felt going. We'll be able to do bombins. And how do you already have cotton? Do I? How in the world do I already have cotton fabric here? That's interesting. I wonder if that was in the storage from when I captured the island? That's very odd. So let's fast forward for a minute. See if we can get the production started. And I'm going to take a quick peek at the agricultural products, and we're oversupplying on the alpaca wool, so we're fine. However... we are going to do this because we're going to need another poncho darner. Where is that poncho darner? There it is. Alright, poncho darner is there. We're currently at 35 radius, so we're almost to the max radius, and I'm thinking, yeah, by the time we're done, we probably are going to move the Hacienda over there. Another 5 tiles radius will take us to about there. So, yeah, that would actually be pretty good. We can get across the river, get some farms over here. Alright, having the bomb bin supplied helps, and they want sewing machines, which we can't quite get yet until we get them from the New World. And they're also going to want cigars, and they're going to want beer. So, you know what? If we're going to capitalize on everything we're bringing to the New World, we need to max out on sewing machines. So I'm thinking it might be time to take a step away and take a peek at Crown Falls. Now, Crown Falls, we have a very, very basic
I count our blessings.
farming population. So I think that we might spend the rest of the episode trying to capitalize on everything we've already done. Yeah, I was already trying to figure out where I could place schnapps distilleries. I was trying to figure out where I could place my grain farms, malt houses, breweries. How are we looking on our consumer goods? Okay, we're good now. I would like to have maybe some small villages. Maybe a village right here. We could just have straight up farmland over here. But this reaches pretty damn far. We're going to optimize this as much as we can. Go ahead and delete this top road, the bridge, all of this. And we're going to get paved street going across, and let's go ahead and run it all the way out here. And I'm just going to connect things up roughly for now. Oh gosh, we haven't even run any roads out. So this is going to be like a grand boulevard coming up. Do I even have any wood being produced on this island other than some basics? Like, I've got 2 sawmills. I would like to create a permanent area. And you know what? Maybe down here, these would also make some great farming communities, wouldn't they? We've also got a mine. Has to get across. Yeah, you know what? A single marketplace could provide for an entire island here. So maybe we could do some localized schnapps and work clothes in these little island sections. And a grain farm or two in a couple of them. How can I best make the use of this? You know, grain actually would look best up on these highlands, I bet. So I'm thinking we'll have another community right here with farms all along the outskirts. So we'll plan for that. Connect you to the main road. And we could have farmers up here as well. So yeah, all of the heights, I'm thinking that we'll do our farmers. Down here, maybe we have artisans. Artisan islands. Yes. And over here, like, we could have workers down along these docks. Yeah, I kind of like that idea better. So let's connect this here. And how do I want to lay this out? I've got all of this space, so I can go very, very wide. So I'm trying to visualize now things that we're going to have. We're absolutely going to have potato farms, right? So we could have potato farms up here, leading to schnapps distilleries. And these actually reach. So having a series of potato farms leading to the schnapps distilleries over here, that's not bad. We could even spread it out further. Say we have a warehouse there. Move you. Let's get a warehouse there. Warehouse there. We'll have warehouse locations across from all of these deposits. And then near the warehouses, could have a few of each of these schnapps distilleries. And then have the farms coming out from them. And let's keep copying, copy, copy. We don't have to fill every single tile of
Wheels might
space.
help.
I will fill in there. And we can actually fill in with some woods over there. How much schnapps do I need at the moment? So basically 4. We'll build that schnapps distillery, and we'll fill in about like so. And I'm just going to delete you. Rebuild that there as a blueprint. And you can go away, you can go away. Great, looking good. Now, we're also going to need the sheep farm. I've got bricks coming in, right? Yes, I do. I just spent quite a few bricks on other things. If I'm going to have a village here, let's get a warehouse. And let's just say we had something like that. If we had a sheep farm there, oh, we could actually spread out quite a bit. So long as we had sheep farms leading to framework knitters leading to warehouse, you have quite a bit of room to spread. that backwards. Let's go ahead and get a road out there. And I think I'd like to go ahead and do... You know, this is kind of like the main road running. So let's get a framework knitter there. We could do another one on this side. And let's just say we had a road coming off the bridge. And that's where we'll have a random little sheep farm.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Nice. Yeah, we won't be able to move it any closer. Do we have any wheat being produced? Any grain? I don't think we do. So let's just say... If I were to move you like there? Hmm. Yeah, it's sort of the edge, isn't it? I'm gonna put you there. That's there exclusively for fodder. We'll have more, obviously, but for now, that's the main purpose. What are some other farms? So we know we've got potato and grain. Could get some hops as well. You know, maybe that's what I'd do up here. I could have a big hops village up here. And maybe I have my brewers over along this cliff instead. Ooh. See, that's got potential. Move that. And move you over here. I'm likely going to end up having these malt houses closer to wherever we have the grain. We'll have grain farms interspersed that will have malt houses and flour mills. But seeing as we have this here for these sheep farms, you will supply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And honestly, those 5 farms, what does that end up costing me? 100 coin? That's basically nothing.
Could be worse.
I know that saying 100 coin drives a few people nuts. I know it's supposed to be coins, plural. But I say it that way in order to say, like, I'm putting down some coin. So, if that bothers you, I apologize. I know it drives a couple people nuts. I've seen the comments, and I apologize, but sometimes you just can't change your pattern of speech. Or at least not very easily.
I wouldn't like to say.
Build you. There's another silo. And what's that going to put us to? We're already at 13 tons. Because obviously that's 4 tons per minute. Plus every 3 tons you get an extra wool as well. Yeah, we're going to fill up on island storage, so let's go ahead and get rid of you. Bye-bye. The other thing that we can start making here is we could definitely start making sails. Probably don't want to do that here, though. I'm thinking I'll probably do that right there. Maybe. Possibly. Field, field, field. Build that. And get a silo. Yeah, we can do that. I'll fill that in with some greenery. Build that, and let's get another silo. How about there? Not bad.
For all seasons.
We can go ahead and tap into the coal deposit there as well. So that's 15 wool. We'll build as many silos as possible. So my end goal is we'll spend some time in Crown Falls here. I want to get to artisans and maybe even our first engineers and start shipping sewing machines out. I'm going to make enough excess that we can start shipping to the New World. I think we can make that happen. And then bring rum in from the New World here. Start bringing in some money. And it's going to be a little bit before we can build those two. But I do want to go ahead and put down a shrubbery. Excellent. And we'll leave some negative space there that we can go ahead and fill in later. So our grain farm is doing what it's supposed to do. No, we could have some workers on the outskirts of town for the sailmaker. And let's do another farm. Let's say right here. And we'll have a flour mill, maybe? Ooh, where do I want to put the flour mill? You know, I might build another warehouse out there. Do I need space for railways? The answer to that is potentially.
What brings you here, Master?
Not definitely, but potentially.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Fill in a couple extra fields there. Get some grain. And we're at negative 300. But we do have a major excess of wool. And we can supply quite a few more farmers. I think I will use a little bit of my previous grid here. It just makes things so easy. our farmers. Let's go ahead and fill in a street there. Just drop that down. We'll add fire station. And we'll need more framework knitters eventually, but for right now, we're profitable. We don't have to worry about it. We're going to need more fish. Just put that right next to our harbor for now. And we're making a little bit more money. We'll run that out. And there you go. Alright, that's another 16 by 16 grid done. Lots and lots of farmer houses, and we are out of wood. But it gives us a pretty little town up here. We'll fill in with some greenery around it. We'll add some warehouses as necessary, and maybe some farms surrounding it, and that will be a nice little town. Cool. Oh, and a pub. You can't have a town without a pub. What was I thinking? Yeah, obviously, we'll use some eminent domain, delete the house, and drop a pub. Because why wouldn't you? There you have it. Our people would revolt without the pub. What else can I give them? They've got their schnapps, they've got their pub, work clothes, fish. I think our people are pretty happy, so now we just need to finish building the last few residences. And that'll put us pretty close to 1,000 farmers, and we could start planning to upgrade other areas. I think we'll have enough extra farmers that we can plan to expand in the future without too much of a hassle. In fact,
I'd never have put a halfpenny on it.
let's get our first workers here. We'll put them down here, close to the docks. And I think I might leave this area as workers and then move up progressively in tiers to artisans and engineers. Or I could have engineers right up front. I could just keep upgrading these all the way to engineers and then have our, behind the investors. That is the overall plan for Crown Falls, by the way. I'm not going to do any skyscrapers on Crown Falls. I want Crown Falls to be more low to the ground, more of a, like, Parisian style large capital city. The engineer and investor residences remind me very much of Paris. The way they all connect together and make wonderful little rectangular blocks. I think that's what we're going to end up doing, is more of a rectangular block style going down along the main boulevard, leading to places like our palace, things like that as we go. What else? That's actually getting us pretty close to the 1 hour mark. So we've done a little bit of work in the New World. We've hit the limitation in not having sewing machines. So I think that we're probably going to leave this episode here. When we come back in our next episode, we're going to do everything we can to work through all of our worker needs and into artisans here and see if we can't satisfy our artisans here in Crown Falls and start making enough excess sewing machines to send back to the New World. So thank you so much for being here. Be sure to go ahead and drop a like if you enjoyed this. Comment if you have anything you want to talk to me about, any ideas, any suggestions. Always love to hear from you guys. Love to talk to your talk back to you. And be sure to go ahead and drop a subscribe if you want to see more. It's the greatest way that you can help out my channel right now as we make our big push to 1,000. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.